cars, nice suits, a big tall building.
It's a rich, wealthy business place. People everywhere is just rich.
You know, suited and booted, you can smell that coffee, you know, there's nice Aston Martins, Porsches, you know, there's people with a lot of money.
That place is so far from us, but it's so close because it's just around the corner.
This is a story about Poplar and Canary Wharf. We share the same borough, we share the same postcode, but we just live 5 minutes away. But within those 5 minutes, there's a massive difference. Through this film, you will understand the similarities and differences between us from the estate and the people that work in Canary Wharf. Here is a banker looking at the window, thinking what life is like in Tower Hamlets.
Even down to the postcodes, where now it becomes a lot of gang related. Although I say gang related, just young people not knowing where they're at the moment in time. So they just join in with groups. So that's one of the issues I have at the moment. Some of the bad points of young people who think they're growing up too quick, I should say, is teenage pregnancy, the drinking, which seems to be a big thing now, especially weekends, the smoking, and that can be cigarettes down to cannabis, and that's the majority of the negatives I see.
Don't judge me before you get to know. Deep inside I got a lot to show. Whether you care or know I can achieve it. Dreams, aspirations, desires, I'll make it. Take time, listen to every word I say. You wouldn't think it, but you will be amazed. I speak poetry with rage. Listen and you'll see. For all you, man, don't patronise me.
There's young people out there that have been, just waiting for an opportunity, waiting for a chance.
What I've seen is, well, which I get proud of, is young people who are staying on at school and going on to sixth form and going on to colleges, then following that on with university.
In Timeless, young people are like playing football, listening to their music, trying to get somewhere in their life.
We are the youths and we are the future. If we don't get the help now, there won't be a future, and they will realise this later on. So if we start working together now, I think it will be a good help for this community and Canary Wharf, and it will create a good bond between the two different sides.
Here is a young boy looking at Canary Wharf, thinking it's another world for him.
There's no reason for me to go there, because I wouldn't even ask someone for an opportunity, hey, what's your name, blah blah blah. Is it possible if I can do something in Canary Wharf with you or in your department? They wouldn't even give the time to listen.
There's nothing much really being done, because Canary Wharf is just around the corner for us, and it's just that there's a bridge there, but we can't cross it, if you know what I mean. Because you need a password to get through, if you know what I mean, and we don't have the password.
Really, Canary Wharf doesn't make a difference in my life. I'm living in this estate, Poplar estate. Canary Wharf, which is not even 5 minutes away from us. There's all the rich
People, posh cars, nice suits, a big tall building, funny people, rude people, all different kinds.
It's somewhere where we're not, and it's so far from where we are, but yet so close.
Because there's nothing going or coming, do you know what I mean? It's just broken in the middle.
It's just two whole different worlds.
I think it's important, if you have an office based in Canary Wharf, I think you should consider the local community and consider what opportunities you can help people in, whether that's professionally or through volunteering.
Specifically Canary Wharf and Tower Hamlets, I think Tower Hamlets is, from what I hear, one of the poorer areas in the country altogether, and yet some of the richest businesses are here, with a lot of educated people who have a lot to offer in ways of reading schemes, numeracy schemes, general mentoring, career development. So I think that's quite a good match. So I think it's important that people take it up.
There should be a bridge being made there, and I've seen inroads within my company where a colleague of mine has done that with the local girls' school. And I think it's important that we are informing or educating the students and the school kids about what we do here and whether it's something they should aspire to as well.
We do a scheme called Smart Start, which gets kids kind of from Tower Hamlets, surrounding boroughs, just from regular schools that maybe wouldn't have the opportunity to work at a law firm, you know, big international law firm. And we get them in and we do like things like networking sessions, CV workshops.
A good friend of mine set up a group around the school, the Mulberry School, I think is in Tower Hamlets, yeah, which is a predominantly Muslim school. So the girls would come in, we would do one-on-one sessions with them, and they'd have questions. They would be applying for university, and they'd ask us, should we be going to university? What are the advantages? What are the disadvantages? Because a lot of the time, the parents aren't encouraging them to go to university. They're actually asking them to just go and get a job or get married. So we'd sit with them and talk to them about that.
I'm northern, comprehensively educated. I'm not, you know, my parents, neither of them are lawyers, both of them are teachers. You know, I'm not exactly standard, you know, public school educated, which, you know, you might be forgiven for thinking was your standard demographic. So again, I think there is a way in for anyone that's willing to put in the work.
Anyone has to work hard to get into this industry. It's a very competitive industry, so you've got to work hard and you've got to be passionate about what you're doing.
Before we met the people in Canary Wharf, we thought we'd never get there. But as we met them and understood how they started off, there isn't much difference. And we now believe we can get there with hard work and a bit of support.
I think you can maybe look at Canary Wharf and, you know, the people all wearing suits, and, you know, you think that's a million miles away from where you were. But I grew up exactly the same as kids like you. You know, I went to the same school that you guys went to. I went to Langland Park, and, you know, I had the same kind of views. I mean, I didn't necessarily, when I came out of school, I didn't say I wanted to become an investment banker. You know, I think it's great if some people have that kind of focus, but I didn't. You know, it took me a long while to kind of understand what I wanted to do. And so all I'll say to you is that stay at school, you know, go with education, go to university, and you should do well.
Why don't you get involved and stop judging books by its cover? Because we're not all like what you hear on the news and stuff like that. A lot of the people just watch telly and think, yeah, that's how it's going down. But if they actually come and talk to us, they'll understand that we're not actually what we're portrayed to be and what other people are putting us out like.
Wake up in the morning feeling fresh, another day baking pounds. That's all blessed. Yeah, I'm stacking in my bills, going to a shop, filling up the tills. I love the way how that feels. Look at my swagger, not looking like a gangster, but looking like I was brought up in the family of my mafia. I got enough paper, I can be a cashier.
I've gained a lot of knowledge about what it takes to actually make a film or a documentary or something, and like I've also learned a lot of technical stuff, like how to set up a tripod, how to white balance the camera, like all the like basic stuff which you need to actually produce a film.
I pedal whips with the amazing chicks, brother like the iPhone, take a pic.